Good morning, everyone. The whole scenario of the whole world is changing actually, right? And due to this coronavirus, we all are sitting at home. I am not getting a chance to meet you guys also. So finally, I decided let's all think be apart and let's start the classes so that at least you guys can study something at home, right? So I'm starting the physics first, then I will be sending you the videos of maths also. Okay, so in physics, let's start with the unit electrostatics. Electrostatics. Okay, now electrostatics is divided into two chapters in NCERT. One is chapter 1, which is named as electric field and charge, that is also Coulomb's law. And the next one is chapter 2, that is electric potential and capacitance. Okay, so these are the two chapters. Now when you will be receiving the video, with the video you will be receiving this whole chapter notes, okay, in a Word format. So MS Word format. So when you're opening it, if you want to study from your phone, then most probably the file will not open. So what you do, you download MS Word, okay? Or I will try to convert into PDF format and then I will send you. Let's see if I can convert into PDF format. Very good. I will send you the PDF format. Then it will open in every phone, every computer. But if I won't able to convert into PDF format, I will send you the Word format. In the Word format, in phone it will be a problem, but when you open the laptop or computer, it won't be any problem. It will open. Okay, and you have to read that. Then only you will understand the notes and the videos also. Okay, in the video I will be just explaining you those notes only. Okay, so let's start with chapter 1, electric field and charge. Now before that, this unit name is electrostatics. Why it is named so? What is the meaning of this electro? When I say electro, that means I am talking about charge. And when I say statics, I am talking about rest. That means in this whole unit, that is in chapter 1 as well as in chapter 2, we will study charges at rest. Now, whenever I will say electric charge, whenever you heard this word electric charge, what does that mean? What is the meaning of electric charge? What is the first thing which comes in your mind when we talk about electric charge? We think it is negative or positive. Charge means what? Either negative or positive. So there are two types of charges, negative charges and positive charges. If I talk about negative charge, what is negative charge? Negative charge is nothing but electrons. Okay, the electron comes to our mind, but it's not just electron, it is negative ion also. Okay, similarly, if I talk about positive charge, what is the meaning of positive charge? Protons. It's not just proton, it can be positive ions too. Okay, so there are two types of charges we have. Now in your class 10 or 9, I think you already studied. When we take two plus charges or we take two minus charges, they start repelling, right? And if I take a plus and a minus sign, they start attracting. What is this? This is called property of charges. Like charges repel, unlike charges attract. Okay. What is this repulsion and attraction? These are called nature of forces. So in other way around, we will not say that 2 plus plus repel, 2 plus and a minus attract. No. We will study like this. Whenever there are two charges, whether they are positive, whether they are negative, or positive or negative, they exert force on each other. Okay, that force can be attraction, can be repulsion, depending on the nature. Nature means whether the charges are plus or whether the charges are minus. Okay, so from today, we will study like this. Whenever there are two charges, they either attract or repel, depending on the nature of the charges. So, depending on this scenario, what is the definition of charge? What is charge? Charge is a property of any material, any body, any substance, due to which the body can exert electrostatic force on each other. If I say electrostatic, what is the meaning of electrostatic? The charges which are at rest, okay, those charges exert force on each other. These are at rest. They are not moving, they are at rest. They are exerting force on each other. That is called electrostatic force. So what is the electric charge? Electric charge is a parameter. Okay, it is a property due to which any two substances exert force on each other. Okay, which type of force? Electrostatic force. Done? So this is all about charge. Now, if I talk about the unit of charge, what is the unit of charge? Unit of charge is basically coulomb. We pronounce it as coulomb, but the spelling, see the spelling? Coulomb. So better we read like this, coulomb, so that we don't make any mistake. And it is denoted by capital C. Okay. So we got a brief idea about charges. We understand what is charge. Charge is a property of a substance due to which any body can exert electrostatic force on another body, right? There are basically two types of charges we are dealing with, plus or minus. If I talk about plus, that means what I'm talking about, protons or positive ions. If I talk about minus, we are talking about electrons or negative ions. And what are the property of charges? Like charges repel, unlike charges attract. This repulsion and attraction nothing but nature of forces. Okay. Now, see, we understand the charges are nothing but proton, electron. See, if you go to chemistry, any body is made up of molecules. Molecules made up of atoms. And in an atom, number of protons and number of electrons are always equal. That means I can say every body is a neutral body. Right? Yes, every body is a neutral body. Why? Why is it a neutral body? Because, why? Because number of protons and number of electrons are same. Number of protons and number of electrons are same in an atom. Okay. So now we will understand pictorially how we represent a neutral body in physics. Okay. So if I talk about neutral body, number of protons and number of electrons are same. So this is a neutral body? No, this is wrong. Though number of protons and number of electrons are same, but they are separated. There is a charge separation. All the positive are concentrated in one place. All the negative are concentrated in one place. This is not at all a neutral body. Okay, later you will understand that in this there is an electric field created. Okay, so when I want to represent a neutral body, we represent like this, alternate, plus, minus, minus, plus, plus, minus. This is a neutral body. Okay, now we understand this is a neutral body. So since if all bodies are neutral, then how come we have a positively charged body or a negatively charged body? Okay, that process is called charging. That is called as charging. What is charging? That a neutral body becomes a positively charged body or a negatively charged body. How? कैसे? किस तरीके से होता है? So a neutral body do two things. Okay, in the process of charging, either it will lose the electron or it will gain electron. This process is called as charging. The process of losing or gaining electron is called as charging. Okay. Now see here. If this body, for example, lose an electron, एक इलेक्ट्रॉन चला गया कहीं पे, अगर एक इलेक्ट्रॉन चला गया तो क्या होगा? ऐसा आ जाएगा बॉडी, एक इलेक्ट्रॉन जो था चला गया. Now this becomes a positively charged body. Okay. Now इस neutral body ने एक इलेक्ट्रॉन ले लिया, एक्सेप्ट कर लिया, accepted one electron. If it is accepted one electron, now what will happen? Plus, minus, minus, plus, plus, minus. It will have an extra electron, so it becomes a negatively charged body. So this process of a neutral body, when it's gained an electron, it becomes a negatively charged body. This process is called charging. Whenever again this neutral body loses the electron and becomes positively charged body, this process is called charge. Okay. Now, if I don't say you like this, if I don't say that in a charging there is a loss of electron or gain of electron. If you see the figure, okay, sometimes we have a misconception like a neutral body becomes a positive, listen very carefully, a neutral body becomes a positive charged body by gaining a proton. This concept is wrong, okay? There is no exchange of protons in different atoms or in different bodies, okay? There is always exchange of electrons. Why? If you go to atomic model, how atomic model look like? Protons are in the nucleus and there we have in orbits electrons, right? So electrons are free to move now. They are loosely packed. The outermost electron are loosely bound to the nucleus. They can go out. It can accept the electron. But protons, there is no exchange of protons. Okay. So there is no gain or loss of protons. There is only loss or gain of electron. Now, sometimes a conceptual question comes like this. There is one substance. For example, this is a marker. This marker becomes a negatively charged body. Okay, I have a marker. Listen very carefully. It's a very important conceptual question. This is a marker. Okay, it has some mass. It becomes negatively charged body. Will its mass increase or decrease? Okay. So, how this marker will become negatively charged body? We know any body will become negatively by accepting an electron. So extra electron is coming inside this marker. Since extra electron is coming, the electron has some mass, right? So these things you need to study. What are those? Mass of electron, mass of proton, charge of electron, charge of proton. Okay. So if I talk about charge of electron, charge of proton, 1.6 into 10 to the minus 19 coulomb. Mass of electron, 9.1 10 to the minus 34 kg. Mass of proton 1.6 into minus 27 kg. Okay. So yes, the electron has some mass, but the mass is very small, minus 34. Okay. It is very small. Okay. Now if these data you can find in any book, no problem. And in boards, when you give the paper, these data are given to you in boards. Okay. In the paper, all data are given to you. So no worry. The worry part is when you go for the entrance, then these data are not given, so you have to remove all the data. Okay, now what I was doing, like when this this is a pen, this is a marker. This marker is becoming, this is a neutral body. It is becoming a negatively charged body. That means it is gaining an electron, one electron or two electron. It is gaining electron, right? So its mass will increase because an extra electron is coming in the body, and each electron has some mass. That means this marker mass will increase. Okay, but that increase is negligible. Okay, but it will increase. So when someone asks you or there is a question, you will write yes, the mass is increasing by mass of electron. Similarly, for example, this pen is losing electron and becoming a positively body. Now, if it's becoming a positive body, in positive body, what is happening? Electron is coming out of this body. That means its mass is decreasing continuously. Okay, class? Now, we understand everything. Now wait for some time. In the next video, we will discuss what are different ways of charging. There are 3 different ways of charging. Conduction, friction, induction. Okay, wait for some time. Thank you.